Let me try this again. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Can you hear me? Yes, no. There's nothing more annoying than talking for 20 minutes and realizing audio doesn't work or that I'm not even live. But yes, no. Can you hear me? Yes, no, yes, no. I have no idea. Dragon Fruit Man? Jesus saves? Can you hear me? Yes, no. Yes, no. Can you hear me? Yes, no. Denver for life. We can hear you. Cool. Dragon Fruit Man, thank you. That's all I was needing. Hello, Colin Hackett. Hello, coming from Indianapolis. Christina Schneider. Or Scheidler. Keep swearing I'm going to get glasses. I just wanted to pop on here for a few minutes and say hello to all the new TikTok people. About once or twice a year, the Parker clips get ripped off my channel by TikTokers and uploaded on TikTok, and then they watch the clips and they come here. And I wanted to clarify a few things. If you've just watched the Parker movie, I know some of you in here, I've recognized some of the names. Cyber Warrior, Jamie Marshall, Brenda Brown. Um, People here quite a bit. They know that that's old. That movie, that the Parker movie, that was a clip. That's a 72-hour clip that I uploaded almost 12 years ago. Parker's grown, and Hayden's grown, and Blaine's grown, and London's a grown, and that everything that happened back then. I will. I don't mind talking about. I don't mind answering questions. I answer a lot of questions. I'm pretty open about me. I will answer questions about me now, within reason. But and I'll answer questions about anything that's already in the public domain. However, I do not answer the questions, how's Parker, how are the kids, other than to say they're doing fine. Parker's a professional horse trainer specializing in starting colts. And Blaine's a bodybuilder, and Hayden's doing his thing. And London hasn't spoken to me in almost 4 or 5 years. And as painful as that is, I don't talk about it, but it is painful. It sucks, and I don't like it, but it is what it is. And I wouldn't even say that other than it's already out there. But, anyways, yeah, the Parker movie happened about 12 years ago. I'm getting a lot of nice messages from people, polite messages, thoughtful messages from people who unfortunately find themselves stuck in the same crap Title 4D funded family courts that I was in. And I'm also getting plenty of hate. And I love my haters and my trolls. I got a really good voicemail from a really this bitch was mad. Like, she's mad, and it goes on for about a minute. And if I had my podcast stuff set up the way I did a couple of years ago, I would be able to play it live. I love doing that. I don't use that number very much, but I still have access to it, and I still check the voicemails occasionally. If for no other reason, my capitalist sorry ass will publish every hater that thinks they want to call me up and tell me what a piece of crap I am. And I invite you to. I really do. I love my troll haters almost as much as I love the people who've been around for a long time. And I hope you can catch my sarcasm, but I really do love my haters. They're funny to me. These people, they act like uh, the Parker movie just happened. And this bitch was mad. She's yelling at me, "You son of a bitch, you better return her. If I ever see you in the streets, you're gonna blah blah blah." She threatened me. Like, she was mad. She's mad. She threatened me. Arguably, um, I've got her phone number, and I don't mind doxing assholes. I mean, I will never ever dox nice people. I'm not like that, but I don't mind, especially when there's as violent and threatening as this chick was. One could say that with this new administration, that she could be deemed a domestic terrorist. I don't know if I can say that word, Probably get demonetized, but just kidding, YouTube. Oh, by the way, disclaimer: anything I say on here is not to be taken seriously. I am openly 100% completely full of crap. I use sarcasm all the time. I love sarcasm. I tell jokes about just about anything under the sun, including race, religion, and that would include my own race and my own religion. I think everything's funny. I don't take anything seriously. Well, I mean, I do. When it comes to kids getting hurt, I do take that seriously. I don't like it. But short of that, I don't take any group, any individual seriously. I will never pick on somebody that doesn't deserve to get picked on. But if you're an asshole and you threaten me or my family, yeah, I will mock you endlessly. I've got about at least a dozen different videos where I would get these voicemails from these haters that want to call me up and tell me what a sorry piece of shit I am. And I enjoy getting my little phone editing software and putting their voicemail and adding funny little pictures that it just makes. Yes, I am that childish. I'll always be that childish. I'm 47 years old, and I've just come to terms. I will always be that childish. I love humor. I love mocking the stupidity of the world. And so, yeah. Anyway, just want to get on here and say hello to all the new TikTok people. If you've only seen just the Parker movie, there is a follow up. It's called Parker versus the Man. Um, some of at that time period, a couple of my videos are published out of order, and I know that's confusing for people. There is a very justifiable, but it's a very boring legal reason why I couldn't, or chose not to release a couple of those in order. I've talked about it on podcasts. If you're interested in here, when I had a professional podcast with professional lighting and not holding my phone like I am now, about 2 years ago, I went a month straight, went live almost every day and had a real podcast. I've talked about a lot of that, where I also talked about my recovery from booze. Yes, that's right. I am a former, fully recovered alcoholic. And that term is triggering to some people who love to just jump down my throat. I've done the math, Caleb. You were a drunk when you admitted, and she said, and you denied, and they just hyperventilate. And you're still an alcoholic because once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic because somebody told me that a long time ago, and I believe everything I hear. You're a liar, Caleb, and I hate you. That is literally how crazy some of these people get. So I have addressed all of that. There's these people, these some trolls think they are bound and determined they are going to take me down. They've done FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act. They've seen the videos. They've looked at the transcripts. They've busted me and they've lied, or I lied. And to this day, here it is almost 12 years later. I still, for the life of me, cannot beg and plead. Please try to take me down. And the way you do it is you got to show your face and you got to give your name. That's just how it goes. Because if you're an anonymous, Johnny loves football sticks, 01, 099, with an AI fake picture or a picture of a dog, I can't take you seriously. I mean, there's a reason people in the White House that cover the president have press credentials. They vet them. They make sure they're legit. Okay, you are who you say you are. You know your name, your rank, serial number, who you work for. Okay, fine. We'll talk. Please, if you are that still that so mad at me that you find my old phone number and track me down and send me these awful, well, to most people they sound awful. To me, it's hilarious. These hilarious voicemails about what a piece of shit I am and how you want to take me down. This has been going on for 12 years. Prove it. Please. Please prove it. Because I am a capitalist bastard, and I promise you, I will use. First, I will publish your video. You got to make a video pointing out, like any documentarian person does, document all where I'm alive. I will publish your video on my channel. If your video is I don't know, an hour long proving what a piece of shit lying asshole I am. When you send it to me, when I upload it, it'll be exactly an hour long. If yours is 57 minutes, my version of yours will be 57 and I will 57 minutes and I will give you full credit, whatever your name may be. But you have to put your face and your name or it doesn't count. It's BS because especially now with AI the way it's coming around, oh my goodness. I can't imagine some of the fake crap people are going to put out now. So anyway, how is everyone? We're 11 minutes in, and usually I talk for about 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then I take a lot of, for the new people, I come in and I just talk and ask questions. So, Sarah Mulani, why is a guy hating you? I'm confused. Well, this one was a chick. Um, a few dudes have hated on me. Some people, when they see the Parker movie, usually, from the best I can tell, they only see clips, um, and they see a crying woman. And it is instinctive, and especially men, to see a crying woman and simply think there's something wrong. Oh no, she's crying. What did he do? I mean, we've all seen it in real life. If a woman's crying, I mean, it's in me too. If she's crying, I just instinctively, I don't know why, I just instinctively think, what did you do, asshole? Why would you do to her to make her cry? She's obviously crying for a reason. Now we all know lots of women use tears as manipulation tools to manipulate people. But anyway, some people see these clips to answer your question why would they hate on, and they basically sympathize with my ex-wife. She cried. I was being an asshole. Wouldn't kick him out. I was making her life difficult. They see her crying, and so they get mad and they hate on me. If they'd even bother for just a brief minute, finish clicking on the videos, finish going through and watch the story on my channel because it's all played out. All the shit with Parker, all the shit with Blaine. When I got custody of Blaine on July 21st of 2017, that was 7.5, almost 8 years ago. I got custody of that little shit. And yes, I call my kids little shits. I've always called them little shits. And my little shits know that I love them and I'm not being tacky about it. Um, JK, oh shit, I've been following you for years and you popped up on my lives. Cool. I hate doing this because it drives me nuts when YouTubers do it. And I don't consider myself a YouTuber, or at least I'm not a very good YouTuber. But one thing that YouTubers do, they beg for likes and subscribes and smash the like button, guys. Oh my God, it's just nails on a chalkboard. But I have to admit, I do see why they do it because if no one clicks like and subscribe and check the bell notifications, send updates, then you never get them. If you'll notice, JK, um, we've got 65 people live here. I think the height back in the day, the height I ever had was maybe 200, 300. And this channel has like 500,000 subscribers. So I see why my YouTubers beg for likes and subscribes, but it drives me crazy. And that's why you'll almost never see me begging for likes and subscribe unless I'm mocking them, which is, I guess, in my own clever way, a way of doing something that I hate because I understand that it needs to be done. Jared Courtney says, hi, Tammy T. Why are people copying the video? Oh, Tammy, they've just done it for years. I guess there is something I could do something about it, maybe, but especially back then, it would require me hiring a lawyer, and I'm sick of lawyers. I just don't really like lawyers, and that's nothing personal. And if you're any good of a lawyer, they're not going to take offense to that. My very first lawyer, she's actually a personal friend of mine, and she knows I make lawyer jokes all the time. So I just don't feel like going through it. Maybe someday I will. Tammy, I'm glad you brought that up because I don't mind people taking clips from my channel. I will say this: I appreciate when the TikTokers who take clips from my channel and upload it on their own, at least just give credit. nothing aggravates me more than these losers that just everybody knows that once a year, or not everybody, but a lot of TikTokers know, hey man, this is a hot one. This Parker movie, it's been around for years, about ever 3, 6, 8, 10 months. If you'll just post this, you'll get a bazillion likes, and they make money off of me. I mean, these guys are making way off more off than I ever dreamed about. I don't mind taking the clips. Just give me credit. Just say, hey, this is the Caleb Leverage. You put it, tag me in TikTok. I've got it. I don't use it very often, but I've got one. Just tag me, and I appreciate it. But there's one douchebag named, I don't even remember his name, and Bray or Braun or this guy is a apparently somewhat of a TV producer or a movie producer. Made a movie called, I don't even know if I should give the name out. No, I don't care. I don't think it did very good, but it's on Amazon Prime called. I don't even remember the name of it. I'm not making. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not faking this. Like, uh, family court or divorce court or. It's on Prime. If I think of it later, I'll put it in the description. Anyway, there's a scene in their movie, and it is a full blown movie. And I admit there's a couple of things that I kind of chuckled about. But there's a scene in the movie, they used a clip from the Parker movie, and it goes on, the scene goes on for like 5 minutes, and it's verbatim, verbatim, exactly verbatim from the Parker movie. The only thing that they changed, and I don't know why, is Parker's black and I'm black in the movie, and the cop is a girl. When in reality, neither Parker and I are black, Parker and I are white, and there's two cops, and they were both men. I don't know why they did that, but they claim the producer reached out to me or tagged me on something, said, "Hey, Caleb, I don't know why you're hating on us. I tried reaching out, but I never heard back from you or something stupid." And I'm like, what kind of excuse is that? If you ask the internet and I just happen to not get the message, it's just okay to just plagiarize. Give me a fucking break. Oh, Jerry Courtney, my favorite movie is, yeah, I'm not falling for that dipshit. Colin Agate, what's your favorite airline? Mine is United Airlines. I don't fly much. I don't really. I haven't flown enough to have a favorite. Kate Moo. Good evening, Caleb. Hello, Kate Moo. Jackie, how's your son doing? He's great. I think he should be grown by now. Yes, he'll be 26 in March. Are you still all in Bitcoin? Yes. Well, yes and no. I don't own very much Bitcoin. I'm into altcoins. I'm still waiting on the plan. I know I sound like old school 2018 or 2020. Um, what was it? Anons? Is it Anon or Anonymous used to cover me way back in the day, but when all that Trump stuff happened, they used to always say trust the plan. So I'm just trusting the plan. I think the bull run, the crypto alt season bull run, is about to start. As soon as it does, I'm cashing out. I'll be moving over to my other cabin until I fully cash out, where I can buy some land and build my own cabin. Then I'll be going live, not for my phone. Toys Heaven and Cartoon World. Do you still get bad voicemails about your son? Yes, I just covered that. Well, not about. It's not you. Well, some of them bitch about Parker, but most of them are bitching about me because I guess I'm the dad and I deserved it. Yes. Is Parker still around? Yeah, yeah, he's doing great. Levi Harbison, Sigma. I am Sigma, if that's what you mean. Miller Tavarin says, hi. Hello, Dannon. Hey, I'm not too late this time. Yeah, you got here. I'm glad you're here. Bro, please. No, I'm not, I don't do say dumb things because y'all are just trying to be shitheads and trying to get me demonetized. Brooklyn Calthrop, I'm sorry if I'm late again. I'm looking after my dog. His leg is sore, and I'm going to the vets tomorrow. Well, hello, Brooklyn. Take care of your doggy. Colin Hackett, my last United flight was when I flew from Minneapolis to Seattle. Okay. I'm not understanding all this flying stuff. Sarah Milani. Oh, wait. I remember seeing you. Props to you. You were a great dad and a good model for your kid. Well, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Some people think I am, some people think I'm not. However, I want to make something very clear. I am fully, and I've talked about this till I'm blue in the face for all the haters. I am fully aware that I have screwed up so bad. And not only do I admit that I screwed up, I've gone into detail, deep detail of how badly I've screwed up. One being, I chose the wrong woman from which to make 4 cheerings with. I screwed up and I have to live with it. Next big thing, I chose alcohol at one point in my life for like 7 full years. I chose alcohol as a way of dealing with my problems. I screwed up. I was wrong. I've owned it. And obviously, I've made other screw ups. And if you really want to know, just ask. I don't have anything to hide. But my point is, I'm not one of those guys. And I do appreciate when people say I'm a good dad. I think I was a good dad. I think I did the best I could with what I had to work with at the time. I also acknowledge I screwed up and I've just tried my best to make it better. That being said, loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of people, particularly parents, that go through this crap, turn to alcohol to solve their problems. And I'm here to tell you it's a big fat mistake. And I'm living proof. I know you can't see it here. If Mazin was in there, he'd be telling me how puny I am. But I'm, I'm for an old fart like me, I am jacked and I'm ripped. I've been in weight training for about 3 years now. And as of about 6 months ago, I started cross country running and I love it. And my way of quitting alcohol is different. It's similar to AA, but I took a different path and I won't get into it, but there's plenty of videos on here where I talk about my process, why I did what I did, how I went through it. Basically, in the nutshell, you change your mind and you can change your life. Once you convince yourself that all alcohol is poisonous to all humans all the time, it's real easy to quit. The first week sucks with the DTs and the barfing and the not being able to sleep and the night sweats. That sucks. There's no way around it. Just man up, woman up, get through it. It sucks, but you'll get through it. Tammy Tony, yeah, that's true. Mr. McFarland, thank you for the $2 like, subscribe, and smash the notification. I appreciate that. Colin, I get sorry, I've been in an aviation mood, but it's something I have to share if you don't, and I don't mind sharing. Okay, that's fine. I just don't understand the flying stuff. So God made a farmer. What's up, man? All publicity for is good publicity. Oh, all publicity is good. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I will never go as far as Ozzy Osbourne did and go piss on the Alamo. Although I don't mind pissing on Texas because I don't like them. I don't like. Well, there's some good people there. I just don't like the state. But yeah, I know what you mean. Thanks. Lil Bill just got through watching the whole video on your son and saw you were live. Hello, Lil Bill. You're exactly one of the people. I assume you found it on TikTok and went over to my channel and watched it. You're the one of the people I was addressing. If you missed this, oh, by the way, if you missed what I was talking about, all of my lives or most of them, I leave them up when it's over when I get off of here. Give it about, I don't know, an hour, 30 minutes or an hour, and if for those that care, want to go back and see found out what I said, I'll leave most of mine up. Built in Tennessee. What are you talking about, Tammy? Colin Hackett, I was at a behavioral hospital in Spokane, Washington 2 years ago. I felt happy because I was able to get away from my asshole stepmom of mine. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Darlene Norton, that's an awesome plan. I pray for you. Thank you. Toys Heaven and Cartoon World, you didn't post them. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Butthead44, why is the mom so demonizing in the comments? Am I missing something? Oh, demonized. Um, I don't know. It just depends. Did you watch the full 72 minutes? Because a lot of people, when they start watching it in the beginning, have a certain opinion of her and me. And by the time they get done, they've got a completely different opinion of her and me. Some start out loving or hating either one of us, and then they flip by the end. And I don't know. Her behavior to a lot of people is atrocious. And again, if you only see a couple clips, a lot of people wouldn't understand. But you have to watch the whole thing, or it doesn't really. It may not make sense. There's Mazin. Can someone explain to me why do colleges always choose professors with really heavy accents for the most difficult classes? Like, why is my U.S. history teacher Swedish? I have no idea. I've never had a Swedish history teacher. Um, with the way old President Trump, way he's coming down, there may not be a lot of that. I'm not going to get political. I do have a political opinion. That's one thing I've noticed is I don't talk politics on here very much. I do some, but I save my political shit talking for my Facebook. And if y'all think I'm full of shit here, if you offend easily, do not friend request me on Facebook because I talk mad shit, like real mad shit, and I get real political. And I use a lot of sarcasm, so people that know me, they're like, yeah, that's a typical Caleb post, making fun of some people. I make fun of everything, like there's almost nothing that I won't make fun of. And you can imagine the one or two things that I can't even say here. Um, Child grape, something like that. Obviously, I'm not going to make fun of that, but for the most part, no group of people, no race of people, no certainly no adult individuals that make an ass out of themselves online. Nobody is above making being made fun of. I make fun of everybody. So some people who catch me say, "Well, I saw a joke he made. He must be a racist. I saw a joke he made. He must be a misogynist." No, I make fun of behavior because it's just funny. The reason it is funny is because it's true. That's the element of humor is pointing out obvious things that are true that you wouldn't normally notice, even though they are that obvious. That's what makes them funny. Dustin, can you get me tickets for the Super Bowl, please, please, please? Dustin, if I had tickets to the Super Bowl, I would be happy to just give them to you because I hate football. Footballers are just another group of people that act so freaking weird to me. I make fun. And reason, I won't go into a lot of detail, but I have in the past. If you want to go check out my old podcasts, I've got a reason why I don't like organized sports. Organized sports played a part in breaking up my kids because Doofus, stepdaddy, Jason May, in the Parker movie, he was a big football guy he was a lineman for Tech, and they had the kids and all that crap, and they brainwashed them or tried to brainwash them to get them to not spend time with me, so they go to practice instead. And so I just became that. I just don't like it. Anyway, if you like football, I'm not shitting on you. I get it. Some people like football, basketball, golf, underwater basket weaving. I get it. People like different things and knock yourselves out. I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all. But I just don't like it myself. There's some things that I like most people probably find boring. Like I've been watching these YouTube channels where these guys build these timber frame houses out of uh, out of trees they cut down themselves, and the way they 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 put the joints together. They don't. Some of them don't even use any screws at all, and they're like tight. They've got these mortise and tenon joint connections, and they drill a hole and they ram a wooden peg through, and it's like there forever. I like that kind of stuff, and I know that just bores some people to death. So, anyway, everyone's got different tastes and preferences. Mazin, it's really snowing in Florida right now. I can't believe it. I saw that, Mazin. I think you're not far. Are you far enough north? I can't remember if you said Tampa, and I can't remember if it got quite south enough to Tampa. So within like 3 months, Tampa got its ass handed to them on a platter with Hurricane Helene, and then Hurricane. What was the second one, Mazin? What was the one that came after Helene? The one that ran me out. I had to leave Florida. That's why I'm here in western Wyoming. And now they're getting snowed on. Colin, I get big ass biceps you got there. For an old man, I ain't bad. Tito's Vodka says, hey, I quit drinking your vodka years ago, man. Hi. Darlene Ortine, I love Ozzy. Ah, Ozzy's just Ozzy. I don't hate him, but he went a little woke. He went a little woke, and it was really disappointing. But yeah, I like old Black Sabbath, Aussie stuff. Aaron Joe followed the Parker situation a while now. My mom and dad were similar as I was growing up. I always wanted to go with my dad. Thank you for always standing up for Parker. Well, Aaron Joe, I'm sorry that happened to you, but thank you for your kind words. Tammy T, your cabin. Is Parker okay now? Oh, my cabin. Well, I know you asked a question earlier, but I've lost it. I don't. You'll have to ask the whole question because I've got such a one-track mind. Yes, I'm in my tiny cabin for now. Taglet, is Parker okay now? Yes, I watched the full hour. Thank you. Follow Taglet VR. Follow up. Watch Parker versus the Man. That'll answer a lot of questions. And then follow up with that one. Caleb gets his phone back from Parker's mom. And then follow up from that is uh, well, there's a few, but you can go to the Blaine series. That's Blaine's or Parker's little brother. Toys Heaven, your voicemail video. What about my voicemail video? See, I know you asked me something a couple minutes ago, but I don't remember what it was, and I've got such a one-track mind. I don't think I can play it. I'm on my phone broadcasting, so I think if I've tried using other apps and it doesn't work. But tonight or in the morning, either tonight or tomorrow, I'll edit the voicemail, the hate mail I got, and upload it. I think it's under a minute, so it may come across as just a short. So I'll upload it and I'll just have fun with it. Aaron Joe, my dad is a recovering addict. It's hard. It is hard. I hope he gets better very, very quickly. Um, for me, once I was recovered, I mean, it was just, I got through the week. And well, after 1 week, I didn't want it, never have been tempted. It's easy for me. The only thing I had to do is spend the last several years going to the gym every day, eating lots of protein, no sugar. I mean, I like, see, this is Taglet. I mean, I like Parker standing is right. Okay. Oh, you like the movie or the video? Thank you. Video Tito's vodka. I went through the same thing, and I could really relate to what happened. I'm proud on how you handled that, Caleb. Thank you, Tito's vodka. I never thought at 4.5 years sober, I would be thanking Tito's vodka for anything. Just kidding. Just kidding. Uh, yeah, I cannot pronounce that. Caranoons? Why Caranoons? Says hello. If you don't, if you do, Kalinaga, did you get a passport? Are you trying to visit Paris, France, or London, England? Um, I was trying to get a passport for the longest time. It's kind of on the lower end of my just because only because so much time's gone by. If I ever do, I would fly into Heathrow in London and go see somebody over there. But that's I'm just I haven't got it yet because I'm still waiting on the bull run. Hello, Suzanne. Ryan Stevens. Tule, I have no idea what that means. Tori, he's not lying, people. Behavior is on blast. Oh, about me talking shit? Yeah, Tori and I are Facebook friends, and he sees some of my my antics, some of the crazy shit I post on there. Taglit view. How do you feel when Parker just got in your truck? How did you feel when Parker just got in your truck? You mean after at the very end, after he went in and got his stuff and got back in? I was nervous as a cat. Almost said something really terrible. Nervous as a cat on a hot tin roof. I didn't know if she was going to block him in there or if stepdad was going to try something. But when he finally put his stuff in there, I was just, I was almost numb because we'd been going for over an hour. I couldn't believe what it, I didn't, because I didn't have really any expectation on how the outcome would come out. That was a possibility, what did happen, but that wasn't my first expectation. My first expectation was somebody's going to pull something, and I'm going to have to video either her or stepdad or cop trying to manhandle him, and I was going to catch it on video. I just didn't think it was going to turn out the way it did, but it did. But if you fast forward and watch Park versus the Man, you'll see him get taken away from me and grab a box of tissues because you'll need it. And I was later put in jail for 60 days. I've got a few videos talking about that. Chiefs fan, do you still not like Parker's mom? I wished I could answer that. I just, that falls into the category of what's Parker's relationship with mom. And I guess you could just use some context clues. You know, it's just, you, I still call her husband Simp Daddy. What do you think? Mazin says I have tiny biceps because he's a child and he's just waiting to get his boy ass beat whenever I get the boxing gloves on. Colin Hagen, I'm gearing up for the Super Bowl, and all right, I'm just not I'm not a football fan, man. I don't understand all that stuff. Yep, Parker's an adult Chiefs fan. Oh, thanks, Dan. Chiefs fan. You know your son Blaine. He has the same name as me. Oh, okay. So you're another Blaine too. Chloe Lackey. Oh, okay. Jamie Marshall. Do you see your kids often? Anymore? Not really. I talk to them all the time, but they're grown and they've chosen to live in Florida or Texas, and I've chosen to never visit the South again unless I absolutely have no other choice. They like it down there. They don't like the cold. I hate the South. I hate the heat. I love the I love the cold. I go running in minus 25-degree Fahrenheit weather all the time, and so no, I don't see them all the time. But they're grown, and I don't have to. But yeah, but yes, I did until they got grown. Yes, I showed up every day. My whole channel's dedicated to that. Cameron, hi, I'm a new subber. Hello, Cameron. I'm glad you're here. I assume you made it here from TikTok. As in, no, it's not snowing in Florida. I'm just surprised it's snowing in general. Also, you got tiny biceps. Yeah, man, they got some really impressive pictures and video of the beach along the panhandle of Florida covered in snow. This global warming is killing me. Cameron, I've been making origami dragons. You do. Tammy T, build your cabin in Tennessee. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, Tammy. No, 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 no. Tennessee is way too southern for me. I don't know if y'all consider yourselves southern, but Tennessee Ernie Ford was a hillbilly, and I love Tennessee Ernie Ford, but no, Tennessee is way too hot, way too south, way too crowded. That the entire state of Wyoming has like 550,000 people, and area wise, it's about two-thirds the size of Texas. And the whole state, there's only 550. trying to think of a town. Well, I can't think of a town that's only got half a million. Lubbock. I think Lubbock, Texas has half a million people, roughly. And that would count the whole county. That not it's not just the city limits. Midland, Odessa combined, there's like 250. But the whole in this whole state, there's only half a million people, and it's great. Joe, how old is Parker now? He's 20. He'll be 26 in March. DJ, I just came from TikTok. All that viral video from so long ago. Well, hello, DJ. You were one of the people I came on here to specifically address. Let me turn off my notifications because I got people bugging me. Yeah, so welcome. River Life, I didn't ask you. Are you talking to me? California DJ, I just got done watching the Parker versus the man video. Absolutely disgusting what the court system does to a child. Yes, Kayla, it is disgusting. Parker was got on the stand at age 14, scared out of his mind, and said, I want to live with my dad. And the judge said, screw you guys, you're going home. That was a Cartman reference. I raised my children on South Park. I love South Park. Lopebot, I don't know how to say your last name, from the Netherlands. Hello, sir. Hello. I'm just going to say Lopebot, Leakbot. I know I'm butchering that, and I apologize. But cool. I love hearing from Europe. Colin, I got to have a dog at home, and I named him Seahawk. I'm an animal lover. River Life, who is following the hearts with me? No idea what you're talking about. Aubrey, you're a great dad. I hope you and Parker are doing well. Thank you, Aubrey. We're doing great. We talk almost every day. Not every day. I talked to him today. Uh, Sylphie Best Girl, Parker been free. Yes, he's been free for a long time. That boy's about to be 26. Mr. Hoto. G'day, Nate. I assume that means mate. How's your day going? It's going great, mate. 6:51 p.m. where I'm at, and I'm in Mountain Time. I can only assume that you were calling me or chatting from way down yonder, down under. Sarah Shutters. Oh my God, Parker is an adult now? Yes. Shoot, I'm 30. How old is he? He will be 26 next or March 4th. Yeah, he's just a few years younger than you. What's up, Back in Action Model Collection? Hey, Caleb, it's been a long time. I do remember you. Hugh Jones, how old is Parker now? He's 26. Nay and Ez, hi. Sophie Best Girl, he's like 24, 25. Donovan Ramirez, hey, I have a real question. Is it normal for newer parents to be just sick of their toddlers but still love them? I'm new to the whole parenting thing and I feel it might not be normal. Well, I mean, that's a little concerning. I don't know why you'd be asking me that. Yes, I've raised four, changed thousands of diapers. Um, Anyone who says little Cheerins aren't a royal pain in the ass to raise is lying. And it's usually women that'll say that. Oh, they're just a blessing, I just love them. And it's true. I love my children. That's why I went to jail for them. It is true. They are amazing. They are beautiful. It's rewarding. But anyone tells you it's not a gigantic pain in the ass to raise a child these days, especially nowadays, God, I can't imagine what you people have to go through. Do not, or I can't say this. If I, how do I put this? To avoid the censors, about 3 or 4 years ago, the world went through one of the worst times in the history of my life where they were promoting these things that you put here. And if I were you, I would never, ever, 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 under any circumstance, especially now, put that crap in your child under any circumstance. They have ruined the public trust. No way, no how. Yes, I'm fully aware of what the president did back then. I'm fully aware of what he's doing now with basically it's warp speed 2.0. And as much as I do like the current president, I do not support that. I will always speak out against it to the best of my ability. So is it, yeah, you get tired of them, Ben, but you got to stick to it. You got a long way to go. Thing is, you were once that small and you needed guidance. Take some deep breaths, relax, find interesting ways to, if they're 2 years old, find things that make 2 year olds laugh. When they turn 4 years old, find things you'd be surprised how simple. If you just use a little psychology, think from the mind of a 2 year old. Like I remember my little when kids were little, like Hayden would get down and he'd find this little piece of carpet. He'd just find it and he'd just pull it up. And to him, or no, it was Parker, is Parker Hayden. I don't think it's Hayden. This little piece of that was so fascinating to him. So I just got down and it kept him quiet. So I just got down like he'd look over, he'd pull his, and I'd pull it, and I'd pull another one. I was like, "What are you doing?" It's little, or I don't know what he'd say. You just go along with, just kind of guide them. You don't have to be hard ass on them. Correct them if they mess up. Show them where they went wrong, and if you try to have fun with them, that's the easiest thing I know to do. To tell you, to do. Bonds RB, hey BBG. Am I afraid to ask what? Should I be afraid to ask what BBG means? I'm halfway afraid to ask. Sylphie Best Girl Donovan. I'm not a parent, but I already know that's normal. Um. All right. Call and go eat dinner. Trent T. Lubbock is near 260. I thought so. I knew that's what the city limit was. I just assumed the county. I forgot what county it is. I would assume that with the county it'd be a little bit bigger. So, Nye and Ez, you got your message retracted. Were you being naughty? Ariel, how was your day? It was good, Ariel. I'm glad you asked that. I'll just go ahead. We've still got people here, and if y'all want to keep talking, I'm here 47 minutes. I'll go for an hour. So that's about usually when I lose my voice. Um, Hello, Casey. I'm so glad you made it. Ariel, I had a revelation today. Well, in the last couple weeks, I've been running a lot, cross country running, and I've found a correlation between the amount of back pain I have and the amount of sugar I consume and the amount I run. I've been running for 6 months. All right, let me back. Here's the timeline. When I was a big fat drunken slob, my back pain on a regular basis on a scale between 1 and 10 was between a 6 and a 10 all the time. I hated it. When it hit a 10, I would collapse. I would literally collapse. Fast forward, I get sober, back pain goes down, but I wasn't working out. Back pain goes down to 6 to 8. I start working out. I work out for 2 years. I get my back pain down to between a 1 and 4, kind of depending. I start running. My back pain stays like the last 6 months. My back pain stays at between a 0 and a 1. But literally zero back pain and just a mild discomfort until and that's all along. I wasn't eating almost zero sugar, other than what happened to be in a banana or an orange or some berries. Then I started cheating on my diet and I started eating Tillamook ice cream by the tub. And Tillamook ice cream flavored brownie batter is the most amazing. Oh my God, it's the most amazing, just gold in a bowl. And they come in these 1.5 quart tubs. And for about 2 weeks, I ate one a day. And I kept running the whole time. But a few days ago, my back pain spiked up from a 0 to like a 3. And it worried me. I was like, shit. And the only thing that I've changed is I'm boring. I live in a literally in the middle of a cattle farm in the middle of nowhere in western Wyoming. I don't do anything except the same thing every day. I run, I study the markets, I follow along with all the political crap, and I cook my steak and eggs and avocado and onions and a couple other things. And that's all I eat. So nothing had changed. Why did I suddenly get a three? Well, I thought I've been eating too much ice cream. So I simply quit eating ice cream for 2 days. The last 2 days I've run, instead of about 2 to 3 miles, I've been running 4 to 5 miles a day. And I say run, I mean, no, not sprinting, but jogging. My back pain in just 48 hours after, now keep in mind, I've been working out for years now and running for solid every single day for 6 months. My back pain's back to a zero, a big goose egg. And I'm just so happy about it. Sarah Shutters, OMH. What does that mean? Oh, my hell on his life. Hi, Caleb. California. I adopted my stepson when he was 10. He's going to be 14 in a few months. Similar situation to you and Parker, but thank God here in Pennsylvania, it's a bit different in the court system. I'm glad to hear it. I hope it's not like it is here because or there in Texas, it sucks. Blue paint smells. Watched your video a long time ago, and this really reminds me of myself and my dad. Hate having to do this shit with my mom, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. As a kid, what should I do? I'm 16. I live in Texas, but I just want to be with my dad. Blue paint smells. I'm glad. That's an excellent question. I get that question a lot from kids your age. My best advice, I hope you're not into any kind of drugs or alcohol. And I know that's so cliched, old guys telling us young kids not to drink, smoke. Believe me, I've done it all. Stay sober, work out, read books, watch documentaries. And when you said you want to be with your dad, when you go visit with your dad, and the reason I'm telling you this is what other kids over the years have told me they did. This one, I'll never forget this. This was like about 3 or 4 years after the Parker movie went viral. This kid, about your age, 14, 15, 16, was sick of the bullshit with the parents in the family court wanting to live with his dad. And what he did, he when he went to his dad's house for a weekend for visitation or summer or whatever, he said, "Dad, I want you to watch this movie with me. It's on YouTube. It's called 14-Year-Old Parker Stands Up for His Rights." And they watched it. His dad was glued to it. And then they watched Parker versus the Man. And then they watched Caleb gets his phone back from Parker's mom. And at the time, the Blaine stuff hadn't happened. And what they that did was that gave them some ideas. Obviously, everybody's situation is going to be a little bit different. If you watch how I record, you notice the things that I do say, which I didn't say much, and there's a reason for that. And watch what I don't say. When I'm interacting with police, learn how generally it's better not to answer questions from police. Generally, in this situation, it was a little different. Anyway, make a plan. Remember, your camera is your friend. The more cameras you have, the better. Cameras these days are real cheap. Amazon, you can get all kinds of, not even GoPro. You can get knockoff GoPros for like half the price. During high conflict situations such as pickup and drop off, if it's always or usually a big dramatic mess, because we all know women love drama. If she overreacts and usually makes a scene, hold the camera out and don't even try to hide it, because they sometimes will try to get you on wiretapping laws. But if you're in public and you got to know the law, you can't be going in her house. But if you're in public if you're in public on public land, public street, public right of way, as an American, it falls into the First Amendment. You have a right to record yourself. Where it gets into wiretapping is whenever it's a one-party state versus two-party state. You got to be really careful because that is a serious crime. a very serious, punishable crime if you get caught wiretapping. Believe me, my own lawyer threatened me with wiretapping laws when I had to bust his ass a few years ago just to get the paperwork done. Anyway, know the laws of your state, but know how to record. And again, whenever all that recording y'all saw me doing, recording her, I didn't try to hide shit. A lot of people try to hide it and pretend. No, just if she's gonna act like a bitch. Just say, all right, let's just have this out. May I have my son now? Do you have his clothing? Thank you. Be polite and short and sweet. When she tries to push your buttons, and you can tell your dad this, he'll know what I'm talking about. When she tries to push his buttons, just disconnect the switch. What? Notice all the crap she told me. You're drunk. Will you take a drug test? You're high. You live in a shop. Just catch up on your child support. You know, she knew that you did get a man for being a deadbeat. He's a deadbeat if he doesn't pay child support. You'll notice I just almost anything she threw at me, I just didn't respond. So anyway, watch my videos. You know your own situation. Make a plan, and when you're ready to execute your plan, just do it, and just be careful. Eric Jordan, holy crap! Parker turns 27 on March 4th. I turned 57. Well, it'd be 26 March 4th. I'll be 57 on March 2nd. Tell Parker I'll trade him. Yeah, no kidding. Wouldn't you just love to get an extra 20 or 30 years back on your life? Sarah Shutters. I remember watching this video in the truck outside his mom's house. I don't know if my opinion matters, but I'm proud of you and what you've done for them. Yes, your opinion matters. And I'm saying that because you're being polite and kind, and I appreciate it. I get a lot of people with opinions of people who hate me, and I'm open about their opinions don't matter to me. I don't care what haters' criticism because I've heard it all. There's not one criticism out there of me over of anything I've made public that I haven't already heard, and I've gone over and over and over. But for polite people, Sarah Shutters, yes, your opinion matters, and thank you. I do appreciate young, kind people, old, kind people, but I appreciate you being kind. Um, Shit, I got way out of XNG. Hello, Caleb, a supporter from Singapore. Hope you're doing better from the first video of what happened to your son and you till now. How are the kids and you doing now? We're great. That was so long ago. Everybody's grown. I'm glad our stuff's being seen in Singapore. That's badass. I assume you found it from TikTok. Luis Oliveira, Brazil. I assume you're from Brazil. Awesome. Love. I just think it's so cool when people from South America and Europe and Asia all over the place start getting on here. I still can't get out. I know you young kids think it's dumb because it's real common, but I didn't grow up with this stuff. What's up, Tori? I got run through the ringer having kids. I missed a lot having three, so enjoy one baby. Yeah, Tori has triplets. You think you got it rough? That boy's got it rough. I know he loves his kiddos though. Mazin, if you feel like Caleb got tiny biceps, make sure you hit that like button, click subscribe, and don't forget that notification button. Yes, all for Mazin, so he can feel like he's manly for making fun of my badass. For a white boy, is only 47, only 6 foot. I've got some pretty impressive biceps. Casey Williams, that's so cute. What are you talking about, Miss Casey? What is so cute? Sarah Shutters, BBG is baby girl. Oh, of course it is. 2 words, baby and girl. BG, of course it would be BBG. That's just the most Gen Z thing I've ever seen in my life. Back in Action Model Collections, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm a grandfather 5 times. I didn't. You might have told me back in the day, but how's that working out for you? Connie Willis, Caleb? You look like you are medicated. I have studied this. All right, here we go. Connie, you got my attention. I got a hater here. I got a live one. I'm not going to lose this one. I was about to go because I'm right at the 60-minute mark, but I'm going to stay on for Connie Wills here. Caleb, you look like you are medicated. I have studied this. I don't believe I have it wrong. Caleb, go to NA. I don't know what that is. It will be a wonderful place to be. Give it a thought. Oh, Narcotics Anonymous? Nice try, Connie. I've never, I don't think I've, let's see, if I don't really know which drugs are, I know narcotics are, that they're drugs, but is cocaine a narcotic? I've tried cocaine twice in my life. I was like 19 or 20. And I don't even know of any other narcotics. But nice try. Tori McFarland, BBG could be boy, boy, girl in multiples. Oh, gross. Hello, Miss Casey. Back in action. I'm proud of the kids. Okay, if you're wondering why I'm squinting, I'm old, Connie. I'm squinting because I can't see the screen very well. I need glasses. I know I need glasses. I'm just too cheap to go get them. Until the bull run happens, I'm not going to go get glasses. So therefore, I'm going to squint. Yes, my eyes have this red patch on the side. It's permanent. There's nothing I can do about it. I was a field mechanic for 25 years in the desert of West Texas. That's just how my eyes look. I don't know what to tell you. I'm proud to be of the kid. I'm so proud of the kids I get to give back to the original parents. Hell yeah. Sarah Shutters, wait, you don't live in Texas anymore? You went far north? Yep. I ain't never going. Well, Sarah, I have no plans of ever returning to Texas. If I have to, if the emergency comes up, yeah, I'll go. But I just don't like Texas. They screwed me over. I don't like it. What are you 100%ing me, Ms. Williams? Dannon, I've only deleted certain questions about Parker and appropriate questions. Try your other question again. Okay. Yeah, sometimes she accidentally gets a little too zap happy. Man, I already typed it twice. I wonder if YouTube is just glitching for me. It may. That does happen. Back in the day, if you, I don't know why, at one point, all of my channel, or I mean, all of my comments were completely shut off for like 6 months. Like all the old original ones, I never got them back. When they turned them on, it always glitches a little bit. For instance, at one point, if you were to put a link as a comment, it wouldn't show up. It instantly go to spam. I had no control over it. If you accidentally didn't put a space after a period, and you started your next sentence, it would treat that as a link and it would kick it out. And so people were, particularly haters, were shitting on me and saying, "Yeah, Caleb, you're a douchebag. Fuck you." Blah blah blah. And they wouldn't put a space, and it would show up as a link, and they would accuse me of censoring them. I didn't do that. I had no control. There's nothing I could do about it. So yeah, it does. It occasionally it just glitches, and Dan, I'm sure she accidentally deletes some. So no big deal. Ms. Williams, the Parker videos really helped my dad with his custody battle over my little sister with his second wife. I'm glad to hear that. I happen to know that, but thank you for I appreciate. I'm Facebook friends with Ms. Williams here, and she's told me that, and I appreciate when people find that. Especially, she's like Parker's age. Her dad's like my age, and he went through some bullshit. And I appreciate when the I say kids. I know you're not a kid, but I mean you know what I mean. These people that used to be kids that are now young adults, when they talk to other people, and it's like a testimony of like, yeah, it really works. I mean, it's not gonna always work. It's not gonna work for everybody. But thank you, Casey. How does 26 now? March. EDB, you look like Bill Belichick. I know that name, but I don't know who he is. Is he a coach or a ball player or a politician? I'm just guessing. Honestly, I don't know. Thanks, I guess. Is that good or bad? Gail Rue, Diva, hope you have a sleigh day. You have got to be not more than 20 old. Thank you, Gallery. I appreciate it. You did make me laugh. So God made a farmer. Caleb, did you look up the woodworking, wood milling channel you and I talked about in the comment section of your last video upload? The Busted Wagon Wrench channel. I remember you telling me that, but I follow so many of them. I don't always look at that name sounds familiar. Busted Wagon Ranch. They all kind of sound the same a little bit. Like they all have something wagon or ranch or timber. Or, I don't know. I may have. I'll try to notice. I don't always notice channel names. Um, Talkie, how was it? So, how was it working so closely with Tom Brady? I knew it. So, Bill Belichick is a football player. Tom Brady, he's just bless his heart. See, ladies, here I'll give y'all a single mom joke. Um, if Tom Brady, and even I know who Tom Brady is, I'm not a sports fan whatsoever, and even yours truly knows who Tom Brady is. The man is tall. The man is successful. He's got that perfect jawline. He's been a Super Bowl winner, I don't know how many times. He's got money, he's got charisma, he's got class, he knows everybody, everybody knows him. And if that motherfucker can't keep a woman happy, who the hell am I? Who the hell are any of y'all? Who are we? How are we going to keep a woman happy? I love when people bring that up. Casey Williams, the cute comment was forever ago. Okay, I know. Surely I'm not that far behind. No, I'm not that far. I don't get that many comments. I'm not that far behind. Um, Braylyn Beauregard says hi. Eric Jordan, the funniest thing about the Parker movie is when he got out of the truck to go get his stuff, and during the whole video, she kept calling him baby. That kid was built like an ox at 14. Yep, no shit. And he is now. He's still wiry. He's not. He's 6'1". I'm 6 foot. He's 6'1". I weigh more than he does, but he literally trains horses for a living. He is cowboy AF. And he is just tougher than boot leather. And God Almighty, I didn't think I was ever going to get that boy raised. You know, if he just wouldn't stop fighting, that wild period he went through. Yeah, he's tough as nail. He's tougher than boot leather. Dorian Mabry, hello Dorian, what's up, man? Long time no see. Taki, how did Texas screw you over? They put me in jail for 60 days for what you saw in the Parker movie. I was convicted on 6 counts in civil court of not kicking my son out of the truck, and I was sentenced 60 days on 6 counts. That comes out to 360 days. I got to serve all 6 counts concurrently, and so they put me in jail 60 days, and I didn't have an income in that time. I didn't. My kids didn't have a father during all that time, and that it was civil contempt, civil court. That's how they screwed me. Johnny Sins, I once went to prison. I dropped the soap on purpose and had a great time with the bigger boys. Hardy, har. I doubt it. I mean, if that's your thing, man, who am I? I'm not going to judge. Sarah Shutters, you look so much like Parker, although I haven't seen him in your video in years. Yeah, he keeps a very, very low profile. He does not. That's another question I get. None of my kids have social media. I guess I ruined that for them. They watch social media, but they're not on it. So he hasn't have a. I think the last picture of Parker I've even posted was about probably 3 or 4 years ago. Casey Williams, oh, now I'm going to cry. That made my entire day. Oh, wow, I'm like a year older than Parker. LOL, I thought he was older than me. Now, I knew y'all were about the same age. Sarah Shutter. So if Parker is going to be 26, your youngest is 19 or is she 18? She's 19. London is 19, yes. And she will be 20 in June. Six dogs. Last week, Japanese scientists placed explosives at the bottom of Lake Loch Ness and tried blowing Nessie out of the water. Have a good night, but knowing this news myself, I cannot. I don't think anybody would hurt Loch Ness. I think Nessie's just fine. Sarah Shutters, oh my hell. Oh, it's oh my heck. Okay. Back to studying. All right. Take care. Digger Nick, what's up, dude? The shit y'all come up with. Karina Boa, I'm gonna butcher that. I'm from Brazil. Hello, Corina, or yeah, Karina from Brazil. Talkie, what's your favorite movie? Um, Favorite series is the Harry Potter series. Favorite or movie series. Favorite TV series is House. Favorite movie, that's a hard one. Probably Christmas Vacation. Yeah, that's it. At the very least, Christmas Vacation's in the top five. Sarah, SMW54 says, hi. Sarah Shutters, oh wow, they've grown. Time flies. Yes. Husky Lover, hey there. Hello, Husky Lover. I think I remember you. Bang to not seven. It me, your wifey. I doubt it because my ex wife has got impeccable grammar and spelling, and you don't. Gotcha. Husky Lover, I like the soft touch of your house. It's just a little, it's just a little, that it's a, I'm renting this wherever that is. That's just, I had a leak. There's snow up there all the time. But thank you. All right, y'all, I'm about to go. It's 72 minutes in, and I don't remember who that was that was hating on me, telling me I need to go to Narcotics Anonymous. I was hoping that they'd get some more comments from him. Karina, where are you from? Texas originally. So, does Parker have a girlfriend? I can't talk about that. It's just one of those personal things. It's like asking what his relationship is with his mom. I wished I could talk about it, but I can't. Tammy's, have a good evening. It was Connie. I don't know what that means. I guess IDK. Howdy. All right, y'all. I got to go. I'm getting cross eyed a little bit. My battery's almost dead, and I'm losing my voice. So consider not hitting your cheerings. And thanks so much for all the newcomers. Um, y'all take care, and I'll just as soon as I get to cash out, I'm gonna get in my more permanent cabin. I'm gonna get my podcast set up where I can not have to go from my phone. So anyway, y'all take care. Bye.